Well, my truck's got a different issue now. It would seem I either have a bad relay or something else. This guy's moving back here. I'm up under here. I'm trying to figure out why my battery was showing 0.01 volts when I came out to it this morning. And not the alternator, it's not the wiring between the battery and the alternator, it's not my subwoofer amplifier, it's not my headlights, it's not my electric fans, it's not my radios, it's not my inverter. It's all on that same circuit, plus it's fused. But what gets me is, okay, I ripped out every single big fuse here and all the relays, put them all back in one by one, everything was okay until I put that one back in. This is the retained accessory power relay, which basically it keeps your stuff on for 15 minutes or until you open a door. Why is this thing failing and not blowing a fuse is anyone's guess. But watch the voltage, see if it'll do it. Yeah, that's the only thing causing the problem here. So either I've got a bad wrap relay, which is up under the speaker over here, or I've got a short somewhere that I can't trace. I don't like that. Draining a battery I just put in 3-4 months ago. 11.19, 1120. Pop and drop. This fuse ought to be blowing, but it says it's supposed to take a 50 amp fuse, so it's not outside its rating. But truck doesn't like it, that's for sure. I mean, I don't absolutely need that. It's an unessential piece of equipment, really, because I can still start the truck and run it without that. The hell's your problem? Now my voltage is getting low. But I can run the truck without that. It's just, why is it having a problem now? And was that why my other two batteries were drained? Like, I got the yellow top in there now, but before, of course, whoa. Not nice. I had the two red tops in there. I still haven't gotten rid of them yet. I wonder if maybe that was what was causing the issue. It's kind of scary. Okay, I don't know if that'll come down or not. We'll see. Apparently it doesn't want to. Fine. There. Now it's down. Rather not strip the gears, but it'll work. This radio isn't even plugged in. That radio, GPS, everything up under here. Yeah, I got a whole terminal block of crap up in here. And my 1 farad cap. That's for my ham radio APRS tracking system. And then I've got this little guy back here, my little inverter, which of course is dead because there's nothing plugged in. That all goes, all that stuff I just mentioned, goes to this, which is fused 40 amp. So I couldn't see how it could be the problem. I disconnected it, but it wasn't the problem. It's that retained accessory power relay, or fuse, or whatever. Okay, up to 1143, instant drop. So I gotta tear this truck apart again. we're sitting at 11:42. I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to start this thing once I get the alternator put back in place, that is, and see how that goes. Not gonna bother hooking anything else up right now. That can just hang loose. All these can just hang loose. I won't have any headlights, but I'm not going anywhere right now, so it's not a big deal. I'm not gonna bother to fix the wrap because I don't need it. I really don't. It doesn't really matter all that much. I'm gonna go ahead and close everything up. Get the old headlights out of the way. Over there. Now, usually with the retained accessory power, you can get in here. Okay, truck's in the on position right now. We don't want to turn it over because the alternator's just sitting there dry. But usually when you turn off the ignition, the radio would stay on. You'd be able to use your wipers still. Your windows would still work. You know, now that I think about it, it's probably why there's a 50 amp fuse, because of the windows. But usually all that would still work. Only now that I've got the fuse pulled for it, it's not going to. But I can still use my alarm. Everything in here still works. And yeah, so like I've got my blower. My windows all work. That works normally. I didn't like my hood too much. But everything still works, which is really all that matters. So I'm not even gonna bother trying to replace anything right now. Because right now, I'd have to pull down the dash in order to do it, and it's just not gonna work for me. I just went through and played with all the fuses there to see if maybe I can narrow it down, but even pulling all the fuses out of there and putting this fuse back still blew everything up. So this fuse is just gonna go in one of these little empty blocks over here, and I'm gonna put the cover back on. And not worry about it any further. This little relay here is the high and low relay for my electric fans. And this is that thing's control module. This and that little blue deal right there is the temperature adjustment, because there's a little temperature probe up here in the radiator and all this wiring. Yeah, fun stuff. It's falling out of its mount. Oh well. But yeah, this controls it. When the temperature gets high enough, this relay pops on. These two fans start to turn, obviously. In fact, I can override that because that's what these two little switches here are for. You'll see. Oh, duh. That's what this wire is for. So of course it's not going to work right now because I had it disconnected. But now it should. Yeah. So that's my electric fans. They're working, obviously. This one's for my headlights. I think I mentioned this already. But anyway, I'm going to get this alternator put back on and I'm going to start it up, or at least try to. Okay, so put everything back together. We're at 1165. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the charger and attempt to start it up. Alright, charger is disconnected. Holding at about 11.4. Let's see if we can get it to do anything. Or if there's still not enough voltage for it. Okay. Alright. Now we're talking. Alternator's gonna need to do some work a little bit. No check engine light. Lights all work. Everything's working. Oh, that feels good. Man! Why did my truck have to blow up? Freaking retarded. Alright, well, I'll let the charger take care of it because I'm not going to be driving it here anytime soon. And shut it down. I'll be driving it to Tyler next week because I got to do my CDL driving test still. And from there, I may very well be heading off to Iowa for a couple weeks because TMC, one of the companies I'm looking to get into, called me up this morning and asked me if or how soon I'd be wanting to do an orientation. I'm like, as soon as I got my license, I'm good to go. So there's that I'm looking forward to. And that's orientation to be starting on the 14th, which means I probably leave out of here in Texas on the 12th in order to get there on time. If that's how it works, I really don't know. I need to talk to them more. I gotta give them some stuff, which is why I came out to my truck in the first place, and then I got caught up fixing the stupid thing. What a mess. So anyway, I'm just gonna let this charger do its thing for a while longer, and yeah, the battery's holding a charge now at least. I'm hoping this little short issue didn't completely kill my battery, because I just put this freaking thing in here. It would really suck if it's already dead. I'm gonna let it do its thing. At 11:73 right now. It is currently, oh, what time is it? It is 1:48. I'll let it go for maybe an hour or two. And that'll be it for now. Oh, it's actually several hours later now. Time is currently 4:41. And still pulling quite a bit of juice, but 12.98 is pretty good. Oops, I just pulled the plug. Unplug the charger one-handedly. Maybe? There we go. Yeah, 12.6. That's about right for this battery. I can hook the cables back up and we'll start her up. Alright, everything's hooked back up. Radios, headlights, fans, cable to the back of the truck that goes to the sub amp currently. That one goes to the alternator, and of course the original stock one. So, we're ready to start up. Hopefully. No crazy sparkage, no major voltage drops. We're looking good. Sounding good too. And we'll go ahead and fix this. 12:43, I think. Okay, a couple extra minutes. That'll work. My gate's ajar. It's not a jar, it's a gate. Get it right. That sounds good. Well, about the only thing I don't have now is the radio staying on when I shut the truck off. No major voltage drops, no killing my batteries anymore. And I'll fix it someday, maybe, if I have to, if I don't really care anyway. Anyway, that's it for now. Bye.